Okay, so it's gonna be kind of a crazy week, people. I am so thankful for you guys, for Nick and Levi, Gus, maybe Nancy, for stepping up because it's gonna be a little crazy. We've got a large bunch of our church peeps are out of town or on mission trips. Most of them are on mission trips, and so I don't know how many kids we'll have. We had 35 last week, and that was with some of our people out of town. And so we're going to do something a little different this week, and probably what we'll do all of July. We're going to be putting the 5-year-olds up in one room to start with. And right now there's game stuff in there for them to play. And so really from 9:45-ish to 10:05 is just playtime in there. Let them play in the games, let them have fun, keep them corralled, don't let them kill each other. So again, Nick, Levi, Gus, and probably Nancy are going to be in that room. And then Tiffany and Courtney are going to be having the babies and toddlers up to 4-year-old in another room. So that's kind of the plan. I'm going to see if I can't find another adult or two, but I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people out of town right now. So play, have fun. Let's see, your opening activity for your small group is this. We're talking this week about God gives me leaders I can follow. We're talking about the book of Ruth this week, and so they'll still have the coloring sheets and everything will be there. I'll be preaching, so I won't be up there, obviously. And so it's called musical chair aids. It says it's a hybrid of musical chair and charades. We will set up for musical chairs like normal. And so we'll play some music and then we'll walk around the chairs while acting out a word you give them. When the music stops, everyone scrambles for a chair. Kids without a chair are now the musical chairperson. Chairperson comes to the front. We'll come up with a word for the group to act out. And so you got big room, plenty of space. You have little chairs you can use. Tell them no pushing, no shoving. One chair less than normal. And so just come up with a word. Let's see if they've got a list of words that we can choose from. They don't, so come up with a word they have to act out. Lion, scared, happy, those kind of things. And they have to act that out while they walk around. And then when the music stops, turn it on. So play your phone. I'll have the computer set up so you can use the computer if you want to play some music, but just play that. And then just talk about the game, what that led up to, and then break them into their large group and cheer them on. Yay! Let's all set up. Let's break down the chairs and let's have our large group time because it's time to worship. Have fun with it, whatever that looks like for you. So you and Levi can take turns on that. And so again, now we've got a leader lineup, and it says no matter what you are on a parade, because remember we're on a parade, you'll get to see the entire parade because each act stays in line. Can you imagine what a mess it would be if everyone in the parade tried to race to the end of the parade? So you're going to play another game. So you'll have the doom, 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 doom. So on the computer, after the first slide, there's this game intro that some of the kids like it, some not so much. But we play it every time just to create some atmosphere. And so it's like Pictionary, but each drawing is completed by the whole team instead of just one person until our team's designated guesser correctly guessed the words. So we're going to have 2 large drawing spaces. I'll just have several sheets of butcher paper that you can take turns using and go through that way. I have a whiteboard stand that has a little clip on it, so you should be able to clip it up there, and I'll have a little whiteboard so that it'll hold it up. So you're going to separate the group into teams. They can choose one guesser, and the rest of the team gets to see the clue to draw, and we'll have a bunch of markers up there. Team members go up one at a time to add one stroke to each drawing, and so they'll take turns drawing one line, and the next person comes and draws another line, and they have to add to it, and so that's kind of how it works. And so I'll try to generate some words for you to have ready, some cards you can pull out, so you'll have that for you. Then you get into some worship time, same songs we've been having. Worship's been, sometimes they're singing, sometimes they're not, just trying to encourage them to sing. And then as you read through, there's a question, who would you follow? And then you're getting into Ruth. And so there is a video to show that introduces the kids to the Bible story of Ruth. And so if you and Levi want to, there's an interviewer and there's a Ruth. And so I've got a little wig I can give you, and one you can wear the wig. So while they're watching the Ruth video, the person going to be Ruth can go get it, and Ruth will be the Grand Marshal, and then you'll interview Ruth. And so if I'll set it up and see if you guys want to go that route. So after you play the video, while the video's playing, the person changes into Ruth, and then you announce, hey, our Grand Marshal for the parade this week is Ruth. Bring her up. Yay. And then you can go that route. And the interview, big idea, God gives me leaders I can follow. So we haven't been doing the helium balloons. We're just creating a hangman, and we're putting it on the whiteboard, and we'll let them come around and start one side of the room, let them take turns guessing. Last week we just stood around the room because there were like 6 of us. So I don't know how many you'll have this week. But with the little ones, you probably want to have them sit down, have them take turns guessing the letter, and then try to play hangman with them. We played Hang Pete. And then you got your cool car video. You got influence versus leader. Says you probably all know an influencer. These are people who follow the trend and tell people what they think about it. YouTube influencers. And so asking them what's the difference between an influencer and a leader. And they're going to talk about that in this day's story, talk about Naomi. Read through that, you'll understand it more. Pray for them, and then when you then have them get their buckets beforehand and bring them in, and then they've got their snack time, hangout time a little bit, and then I need to adjust that. That doesn't need to be there. Sorry, I just saw that I didn't delete something that's in here. So anyway, that's it. And then let's see if there's any activity. You bring your small group back up here. Got your questions. Leader in real life. So there's an IR leader, it's IR printable, and you're going to fill out with facts about a real leader in their life. Have them draw a figure of that person if they choose. So they're going to think about somebody who's a leader in their life, and they're going to draw things about that. There's a called Cotton Candy Relay for the memory verse. Going to give each team a roll 2 layers of pink, blue to represent cotton candy, and something they can wrap the 2 layer around. So I have some mic stands and stuff, and we're not going to use 2 layer. We're going to use construction paper or little stream paper streamers, and so we'll have something big they can wrap it around. And so first security yells the words of the memory verse, wraps it around one and the stand once, and the next person, and so you get them into teams. So it's whatever the memory verse they say. First word they wrap it. Next person comes and says second word they wrap it, and they're going to see if they can get the pole wrapped the fastest. So again, you can read that in your thing. You can do 3 groups if you want. I know the little ones may have a hard time doing that. You may have to give them the word and let them run up and say it, and then go back. So work that if you have to. If you have any questions, let me know. I know this video is long, but you guys are all in one big group, and so it's just one video this week. Thank you again for all you do, and we'll see you later.